What's up, everybody? Your boy Patrick again with another edition of Second Take. Today's topic is a review on the New York Giants 2016-2017 NFL season. Now, I didn't make a video for the last game versus the Washington Redskins, and it was mainly due to the reason that I was on vacation. So I didn't want to do any videos. I just wanted to be a bum and just, relax and get ready for 2017. Also, I really didn't see a case for it. So I'm going to kind of summarize right now the 2016-17 season right now. And then I'll summarize it like this. In my first video, in the September portion of 2016, I stated I thought the Giants would go 7-9. So for the Giants to go 11-5, they exceeded my expectations by a lot. And I said best case scenario for them I thought would be 8-8. So they exceeded my expectations by a lot, and I'm very happy for the season that they had. They beat Dallas twice. They split with the Eagles, and they split with Washington. So they finished with a 4-2 record in their division. I'm happy with that, man. So overall, good season. We got a lot of things we need to improve on. We did some stuff this offseason and this year that I thought was really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing the New York Giants build off of this season. So it'll be nice. So I'm not going to review the Washington game. Yeah, we won. It was pretty convincing. It was nice to get an extra touchdown at the end. It was nice to eliminate them, all that. It was really nice. But the purpose of this video really is to kind of get more into the Green Bay Packers versus New York Giants game. Now, I will start in this by saying the offensive line, as we always start with, I thought was okay. Not spectacular, not horrible, but the same culprits who have been screwing us all season, and the same culprits that I've said in this video every time about penalties or whatever. And the same guys that I said the New York Giants need to get rid of in the offseason. There's a few of these guys on this list. My first name I'm going to say is my favorite name, Ereck Flowers. He had another false start. He had another issue where he allowed Clay Matthews to get to Eli, get a sack, get a strip, get a fumble recovery. The Giants refused to put a back on that side of Eli and let him help Ereck Flowers. It's probably been less than 10 times. I don't even remember seeing it. It's probably less than 5 times that I've seen them do that. But Ereck Flowers, man, he is not the answer at left tackle. I don't know why the Giants didn't go for the kid from Cleveland. Well, he's not a kid. He's 30 years old. Pro Bowler, left tackle. Should have picked him up, man, when you had a chance. Offensive line is where the games are won. And defensive line so I would call offensive line 1 and defensive line 1A as far as how do you win football games. So it impacts how the Giants can play because Eli's got to throw a lot of quick stuff. Also, the offensive line, by not being able to run block, forces the Giants to be in situations where guys just play cover 2 over the top and say, hey, 7 guys versus your 5 in the box, we'll be fine, and we'll be able to stop your run. Now, Newhouse also had a penalty. He's another guy in my top 5 that I said need to get rid of. From a defensive line perspective, man, we had 5 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. If you would have told me we would have sacked Aaron Rodgers 5 times in this game, I would have said we would have won. Easy. We had a good defensive stand. We probably won this game. But we didn't. We actually got blown out. Now, I'll say this really fast. I always say this. Field goals lose games. Field goals lose games. The Giants kicked 2 field goals after dominating the first quarter. I mean, they dominated the first half other than the last play of the game, of the half with the Hail Mary. It was a push-off, but they don't call that, man, so I'm not angry about that. I'm angry at the fact that we had guys in the end zone, Shepard, Beckham, with their hands on the ball, should have caught the ball, and instead of having 2 touchdowns, we had 2 field goals. Field goals lose games. When we went up when we up 3-0 and we kick another field goal, I said, you know what? As much as we've dominated the game and we scored twice, a touchdown and we're losing. And that's sure enough what happened. Touchdown, we're losing. And just to be down a point at halftime versus 8 points is a big difference, man. I don't see how you let Aaron Rodgers get a Hail Mary off, but he's done it quite a lot. Now, let's stick to the offensive side of the ball, the running game. Our running game was horrendous, and it looks like the things that made us not able to score and not able to I mean, yeah, we won a lot of games, but to dominate teams, we didn't run the ball all year, and we didn't score points all year. This game, we didn't run the ball, and we didn't score points. So we knew the Giants team, this was them. They can't run, and they can't run, and they can't score. And that's what happened in this game. Eli Manning, I thought, had a spectacular first half. Second half, horrible. Wide receivers, horrible. Too many drop passes. Way too many drop passes. And it kills drives, and it kills momentum, and it allows the Green Bay Packers to get back in the game. And then in the second half, they just took over. Literally, our only touchdown was when Mike McCarthy thought he was playing Madden 17 and went for it on his own 40. And we stopped him, and, it was great. And then the big play to King, 41 yards, touchdown. Well, other than that, man, we were very pedestrian offensively. We didn't score 20 points again. I don't know how many times that's been this year. So, offense, I give us a C, man. If I'm grading, I give us a C at best. That's all I can give. Defensively, man, we got torched in the second half, man. Torched. We couldn't get no pressure. And they kept saying, hey, if DRC was in there, we would have different blitz schemes and blah, blah, blah. I don't really think so, man. I really don't think so. That offensive line is pretty stout at protecting Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, yeah, we sacked him 5 times. So, overall defense, man, I'll give us a C+. We didn't intercept them at all. And it was just a terrible game, man. Terrible game. And it's one of the games that one of the more disappointing games that I've experienced in quite some time, man. I actually turned off with 6 minutes to go. Turned the game off, man. I was pissed off. I didn't watch any post game, all that. So just a terrible game, man. Tough way to go out. But overall, man, I would say our season was successful, man. And I'm not mad. We need to make some improvements. But before I get into the improvements, I want to get into this. The boat incident, man, I think it's just a dumb point, man. Everybody likes to cover it because they want to get ratings. But I'll say this about the boat trip. The guys can do whatever the heck they want on their off day. Do whatever you want, man. The one day ain't gonna make a difference. Oh, yeah, because they missed the one day, they dropped the balls, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, and they practiced the last million days. Who cares? It didn't make a difference, man. They're off. They get to do whatever the hell they want, man. All right? And that's all I will say about that. Let's move on. What do we need to do in the off season? I think the most pressing issue is the left tackle. Ereck Flowers has been the worst offensive line player for the past 2 years in the NFL. Yeah, I said it. He's been the worst, and I think statistically, mid-year, he was second worst. But I don't know what it is where he was end of year. But I'm calling him the worst offensive line player 2 years in a row. We need to get rid of this guy. He was a first-round draft pick. He shouldn't be this bad. He should be halfway decent at worst. Too many penalties. His technique is horrible. He's just not good, especially, with the blind side, man, of Eli. I mean, you got to protect that guy. I would say that's our first biggest glaring hole that we need to fix. To a lesser extent, our right tackle and our right guard need to be replaced. And I think those are the most glaring issues that we need to fix. I think we have our running back of the future in Paul Perkins. I think it's time to move on from Jennings. I liked what Cruz did early on in the game of this playoff game, but I think it's time to move on from him. I think we need to get a couple more wide receivers. Yeah, Tavares King had some good plays. I don't know if he's that guy, though. I just don't. Maybe you move Odell into the slot, make him an outside receiver. Or, I like Shepard in the slot. I think he played well all year in the slot. I thought our defense was pretty good. We get our rookie safety back next year, man. DRC is getting a little older, but I think he got a couple more years in him. Our linebackers, I thought played okay, man. They outperformed what I thought they would do this year. I thought they would be horrible, and they were actually pretty good. This kid Okwara, nice filling. I don't know if we bring JPP back. I don't think we need JPP, to be honest with you. I think we can move on from him, especially the money he's going to want to command. He's going to want 10, 15, $20 million. I don't think we need to pay him that much. We need to find a new quarterback, man. Yeah, Eli Manning. Don't get me wrong. You know, he's got a couple years left in him, but we need to find a new quarterback, somebody that could back him up and be solid. Tight end, I like Will Tye, man. I think he's a little short for, you know, today's tight ends. Most of today's tight ends are, you know, 6'6" giants. But he plays okay, man. He's an okay receiver. He catches, you know, a lot of the balls that are thrown to him. Very rare. He's a pretty good run blocker. I think he's okay, man. You know, if we want to go and draft some tight ends, fine, go do it. But overall, man, happy with the season, man. Yeah, I'm not so excited in this video, I know. But, you know, we'll move on, man. We'll move on. Probably going to do a lot of basketball reviews coming up. And I got some football things coming up. I got a video, Tom Brady versus Drew Brees. And I got a video coming up about why the Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers have built-in advantages. It's your boy, Pat. Hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.